Hello students. Now we are going to learn in this video about muscular tissues. In the previous two videos we have learned epithelial tissues and connective tissues. If you have any doubt related to those two topics, subtopics, then you please call me, or you can put it in comments, or you can ask through WhatsApp. Anyway, you can clear your doubts. And those who do not subscribe my videos, subscribe it today itself. So this is the third revision video, muscular tissue. The muscular tissues are of three types: striated muscles, smooth muscles, and cardiac muscles. In the syllabus of class 9 NCERT book, their syllabus covered muscular tissue of three types. Three types of muscular tissues are there. Striated muscles are called, or also called, skeletal muscles. Smooth muscles are called unstriated muscles. Cardiac muscles are muscles seen in the heart. So in the muscular tissue, the tissue made of some cells which can move. The cells of muscular tissue are made of special features which can contract and expand. The cells can contract and expand. They have some contractile protein in the cells. The muscular tissue contain contractile protein in them, that is why they can move. The muscles are attached to the bones, so it helps our body to move. So muscular tissue always help for the movement of the body parts. The main function, the main role of muscular tissue is movement in our body. So there are striated muscles which mainly are associated with the bones. That is why they are called skeletal muscles. So striated muscles are also called skeletal muscles. They are associated with the bones. So this muscular tissue is composed of, you can see now here, muscular tissue here, all the three types of tissues are here. This is the skeletal muscle or striated muscle. This is the skeletal muscle or striated muscle. This skeletal muscle contain striations in it. They are cylindrical in shape. The cells of skeletal muscle, each cell is cylindrical in shape, and they are multinucleated. They have many nucleus in them, not a single nucleus. You know, many cells of the body contain a single nucleus. Cells have only one nucleus, but here the striated muscles or skeletal muscle cells has more than one nucleus, so they are called multinucleated cells. And here you can see one more thing in this picture. Here the skeletal muscles are attached to the bone. They help in the contraction and expansion of the muscles. With the help of the contraction and expansion of the muscles, the bones move when they are attached to the muscles. So here skeletal muscles also are called voluntary muscles. They are voluntary. Voluntary means they can only act according to the will of an individual. They act according to the will. The skeletal muscles act according to the will. You can see here, if we move our hands, legs, without our will, one cannot move the body. These body parts move according to the will of the individual. But the movement of heart, the contraction and expansion, or the beating of the heart, we cannot control that movement. The peristaltic movement, the movement of the muscles in the alimentary canal or digestive system, we cannot control them. We have no control over it. So these are the movement of these muscles, we cannot control them. So these are another type of muscles. So in the alimentary canal there are smooth muscles. In the heart there is cardiac muscle. So these are involuntary muscles. They are involuntary. But skeletal muscles are voluntary. They always act according to our will. We can. So the features, whenever you study the features of skeletal muscles or the other two types of muscles, you can differentiate the features. For that you have to know the feature of each and every muscle cells. So the first skeletal muscle here, the skeletal muscle has, you can see this skeletal muscle has, this one is the skeletal muscle. You can enlarge it here. Here you can see the skeletal muscle, and this skeletal muscle has multi-nucleus. This is one nucleus, this is second nucleus, the third nucleus. So they are multinucleated. They have striations. Striations are bands like this. The cylindrical structure has striations, band-like striations on them. So they have striations. That is why they are called striated muscles. And they also are cylindrical in shape, and they are voluntary. These are the features of this skeletal muscles, and they are attached to the skeletal system. They are attached to the bones. That is why they are called skeletal muscles. Clear? Now cardiac muscles. Cardiac muscles are also cylindrical in shape, but they have one separate feature other than the skeletal muscles, that is they are branched. The cardiac muscles, in the same time they are cylindrical in shape. You can see here, in the same time they are cylindrical in shape, they have another feature. They are branched. Like this, you can see in cylindrical shape, but there are branches like this. They are branched. There are light striations, not dark striations like in skeletal muscles. There are light striations in this cardiac muscles. So they are branched and attached to one another for more strength. Due to this branching or attachment, they are more they have more strength. So cardiac muscle need more strength. It need strength to for the contraction and expansion of the heart. Always the heart is beating. So continuously from the birth to till the death, the heart is beating continuously. For that more strength is needed. So cardiac muscles are branched or attached to each other. United they stand. They are united one another. So they have more strength. And when the sticks, when you unite or combine 10 sticks together, you pick 10 sticks together and try to break them, you cannot break it. You take out one stick out of it, and try to break it, you can easily break it. So whatever the things are united, they have more strength. So they are branched. The cardiac muscles, when they are branched and they are united, they have more strength. So that is one special feature of cardiac muscle. They are branched and united. Then the second feature is they are uninucleated. They are not multinucleated. They are uninucleated. They will not tire. Skeletal muscles will become tired very soon, very quickly they become tired. When you run for 1 kilometer continuously, or when you walk for 1 kilometer continuously, your leg muscles began to ache, began to pain. But the heart continuously beat throughout the life, but it will not tire. So tiredness will not feel for the cardiac muscles. That is also because of this strength. its strength. So uninucleated, light striations are there, branched, and they are also cylindrical in shape. Now you can see smooth muscles here. The smooth muscles are, these are the smooth muscles. You can see here the smooth muscles. Now these smooth muscles are some different shape, have some different shape. They have some different shape. They have spindle shape. Their shape is known as spindle shape. So you can see here spindle shaped muscles. Spindle shape. Spindle. Spindle shape. So you can see spindle shaped muscles here, elongated there. They have nucleus, uninucleated there. In the center there is a nucleus, and in this shape you can see these muscles, spindle shaped muscles there. So these muscles contain only one nucleus. These cells contain only one nucleus in their cell, and they are elongated, spindle shaped. They are involuntary. They are also called smooth muscles. So their shape, their number of nucleus, their function, and their location. Now spindle shaped muscles, these smooth muscles, or they are also called unstriated muscles. They have no striations in it, so they are also called unstriated muscles. So we can see unstriated muscles and smooth muscles are the same. Unstriated muscles or smooth muscles, the same muscle cells are called unstriated and smooth muscles. They are involuntary in function. They help in the movement of internal organs. They are present in the internal organs, like digestive system. In the digestive system, in the alimentary canal, you can see the food moves forward by peristaltic movement, and smooth muscles help in this movement. In the food pipe there are smooth muscles, and you can see in the stomach there are smooth muscles. So this is the location. So now the location of all three you know very well. Cardiac muscles, as its name indicate, cardiac muscles, as their name indicate, cardiac means related to heart. They are heart muscles. They are only seen in the heart. We cannot see anywhere in the body. Cardiac muscles we can only see in the heart. Second is skeletal muscles. Skeletal muscles are associated with bone, skeleton, as it is its name indicate the same. And smooth muscles. Smooth muscles are seen in the internal organs, which help in movement of the internal organs. Okay. So now we can see here three type of muscles are there: striated muscles, smooth muscles, and cardiac muscles. Now in the next slide you can see what is their features. Their features. What are striated muscles? What are smooth muscles? What are cardiac? Whatever things I explained now are written here. So you can make a note out of it, and the differentiation between the three. The differentiation: striated muscles, smooth muscles, and cardiac muscles. Their features, their location, and their difference in structure are given here. Here you can see all the things are light and dark bands, striations. Light and dark bands are present on striated muscle fibers. Everything is written here. You can make notes out of this slide. So here you can see, the point wise the differences are written here. Has striations, skeletal muscles are striated, tubular, any cylindrical multinucleate fiber, usually attached to skeleton is voluntary. All the, in small points, all the features are written here. So here again in this video you can see the pictures are given here. Question is given, one question is given, draw the different types of muscular tissues and write their differences. Draw the different types of muscular tissues and write their differences. So the features you have to draw and write the features from this slide. So you take the notes and learn. Now you can see this is all about your third type of muscle, that is skeletal muscle. Here it is again written the same thing. The same thing is written here in this video, in this slide. You can see here these the structures very clearly in black and white. You can see here very clearly how it is branched, how the cardiac muscle is branched. You can see here how the smooth muscles are here. Smooth muscles, they have no striations on it, they are uninucleated, you can see here. And multinucleated cylindrical skeletal muscles are also here. You can differentiate them. When you read it in your textbook, NCERT book, and write these points, learn them, understand, try to understand them correctly, and you will not face any difficulty to understand them by listening this video. And you take time to listen this video again and again, then you will learn it very properly. Okay.